Hanamura Temple, game number 1. We have Madness going up against Disgusting. The second match for both of these teams. Madness lost their previous best of 5 to the GTFOs, and Disgusting won their best of 5 against the GTFOs. So they are clearly the favorite. The red team is clearly the favorite here, but let's see if we're gonna get maybe an upset as the red team is preparing for the first map for Hanamura Temple. Now this is Meta Madness. We are in Group D. It's the final group. In total we have 16 teams. Anybody could sign up for this, so there are definitely gaps in skill between the teams that face off against each other in the groups for sure. And this is a little bit the warm-up for the playoffs. First of all, because we have these skill discrepancies, but also because we have 10 heroes banned for the entire group stage. It will be more for the playoffs, so this is how teams ease into this Meta Madness system a little bit. And if you're not quite familiar with it, let me recap it once again real quickly. Meta Madness is trying to force the teams to think outside of the box, and for the viewers, what it's trying to accomplish is to make sure that you guys don't see the same heroes over and over again. And there's two things how we accomplish that. First of all, we have those bans for the entire group stage. These heroes cannot be picked at all, but also every single hero can only be played once. So you're never going to see a series where you have in all of the games Genji pop up, Hanzo pop up, or anything like that. From game to game, the compositions will always be different, and a hero, again, cannot be played twice. Now, I said this before in previous series, and I want to highlight it again. This tournament would not be possible without the people supporting the stream and myself on patreon.com/Khaldor. The previous tournament that we hosted, the same thing. Right now, it is hard times for Heroes Esports, and without the community support, this would not be happening. So if you want to help out, if you want to support these efforts as well, you can head over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the description if you watch this on YouTube right now. Big shout out to everybody that is already supporting the efforts there, and thank you very much.
The wait is over.
The tournament in total has 2,000 euros of prize money, so as we're entering the playoffs, there is definitely going to be a focus on making sure that the games are being won. We had, if you watched the group stage so far, some really fun and trolly games where teams that are at the top of the food chain were taking things a little bit more lightly, but yeah, we already had some very close matches here as well, and things obviously escalate quickly. So right now we got Muradin, we got Cassia to start things off for the blue team, but on the side of Disgusting, it's a Suljin with Medivh. Okay, so Suljin Medivh with a Stukov for heals on Hanamura. Already an interesting one. It's already a little bit outside of the box, even though it's game number 1. I like it. We got Stitches banned as well. No kidnap combo. Kidnap combo pretty easy. You hook, you gorge, Medivh provides a portal, you kidnap the target, and you just simply get it away. So that one can be pretty difficult to deal with. It's not really that popular anymore these days, but it was one of the most popular compositions for a long time, even during the days of HGC. Malfurion eliminated as a pick, and let's go. Another quick double. What are we getting? Artanis! Okay. Artanis in game number 1 in Decade Kane. Yeah, I mean, you got a blind. You have 2 blinds now. Not sure if that's going to be enough for them. Oh, and an Uther main tank. Okay, that also takes 2 supports off the board in game number 1 already. So, yeah. We have 3 supporters for Suljin, 2 blinds for the blue team. What is Richard taking? Side laner. It's Sonya. Okay, Sonya is the side laner. A lot of support for her and Suljin. And the final pick, Time Bullet. We still need some additional damage for them. They have currently mainly Cassia. Artanis again, I expect, is mainly picked for his blind, so that they have 2 to play around with and try to control Suljin during these fights. But it's going to be a little bit tricky with Sonya also jumping into their back line, I would expect. So yeah, off we go. Final pick on Hanamura Temple, it is Mephisto. So let the games begin. Game number 1 between Madness and Disgusting. Madness against Disgusting. Razak on Mephisto, not prepared on Cassia. Still not playing Illidan for me. I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm not sure about you. Lunatic is playing Artanis. We got Mo on Deckard Cain, and Time Bullet is playing Muradin. Ah, yeah, laddie, give him the axe. Lavakal for Disgusting is playing Stukov. We got twice on Uther, Atrax on Soljan, Richo on Sonya, and Alvaros is playing Medivh. Alright. Now let the show begin. Let's go. We got some stacking for Cassia on level 1. And down to the bottom of the map, the 4-man is going to move straight for Artanis, who hasn't picked a talent yet. I mean, is he going to stack? I don't really think so. It's going to cause me pain again if he does, actually. So, instead, what we got the Recklessness over here on level 1. He's going to stack this up a little bit. He has a lot of support, obviously, so they're going to try and keep Soldier alive throughout all of this. Allow him to stack his baseline as much as possible. And both lanes get attacked. Medivh is assisting at the top a little bit. And actually, we're getting the stacks. The Protector of Ire is in. And, well, yeah. It's kind of funny with the My Life for Ire, because first of all, he is giving his life for Ire a lot. I mean, a lot. That guy is just dying and dying and dying and dying. Artanis is usually the punching bag of every single game that he participates in. And the hero is still trash. So there's a lot of Artanis defenders that really like him. But the hero is garbage. Always in the context of there being better choices available. So obviously, you see, it's already starting. It's already happening. It's already happening. Now, obviously, it's always better to have Artanis than to play with only 4 heroes. So he adds something. But if you compare him to the alternatives on the offlane, then not so much. There's a lot of very dedicated Artanis defenders, though. They're always like, Khaldor, have you looked at Quick Match? Like, he's amazing in Quick Match. And yeah, the problem with it is I don't give a shit about Quick Match or Storm League. Like, this is tournament meta, boys. That's what we are talking about. And there, he sucks. So yeah, that's why we have Meta Madness though, because we need something where even shitty heroes like Artanis see a little bit of play. That's why we did this. That's why we're here. We are bringing you the heroes you would normally not see, even in game number 1. Mephisto is also dead, and Mirrodin got the axe. He got the axe pretty hard. So here's level 4, already a talent lead. As I said before, Disgusting is the favorite here. They won against the GTFOs. Madness, they are here for the fun and games. And so far, they are trying to at least stack some of their boys in. I actually fully expected the reason why they picked Artanis is because they wanted to have the blind on level 10. They wanted to have the bombardment. They are afraid of Soljan for very good reason. He's played by very good players that are aiming to stack him and make him insanely dangerous in the late game. Now we have Mephisto taken down, but they are going for a little bit of a speedrun here, maybe even. So, Madness coming through, and Time Bullet, careful. Yeah, they're trying to go for portal control, and that's actually quite smart. I mean, you need to try and control the portal as best as you can. Yeah, the swap attempt not really working out for Lunatic over here, but he comes back in, tries to get some stacks together. And honestly, as long as he mainly hits Uther, I don't even mind. Come on, Artanis, show me what you're made of. They kill Soljan! Nice! So, first blood for Team Madness. Me likey. Good job, boys. Good job and well done. Our one-on-one lane between Cassia and Sonya still all the way topside. There's already more than a level gap for them. They're trying to also take another camp here, but they're interrupted from the get-go by Stukov and Uther. Two supports are just trying to delay things, and this is not going to be... It's going to be a rude awakening for the blue team, because they are facing off now against way too many heroes. They're trying to get away with Time Bullet, and he gets out. Good Stormbolt connect on Soljan. That one was important, but it seems that Mephisto's going to be the first one to fall. They got Kane with one potion after another. He should just deny. He's literally healing Mephisto at this point. Something wrong with this picture? I mean, yes, we are now in the times of Diablo 4, but does nobody else remember the previous Diablos? Deckard, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Like, I gotta kill that guy over and over and over again. Mephisto runs time and time again, and now you come in and heal him? Like, something's seriously wrong with you. You're a glutton for punishment. I mean, I don't approve. Yeah, Diablo 4 is going to be a little bit interesting. I said it before, I always play hardcore mode in Diablo, and I tried the beta a little bit of Diablo. And if you don't dodge some of the attacks, you're literally gonna get one shot. So I'm gonna be very interested to see if hardcore mode is still viable as the game continues. We are, by the way, definitely going to create a clan. So if anybody that watches this on YouTube right now is interested in joining this once that game's out, you are more than welcome to join the Discord. There's a Discord link, or there should be a Discord link, in the YouTube description. So if you join the channel, we are going to open a clan once that the game is actually out. I played all of the Diablos, and as much as I hate Blizzard trying to ruin all of the IPs that they have, I will still give Diablo 4 a shot and see how much I like it. Okay, 8 kills to 1. Artanis, he didn't make it. What else is new, right? More news at 11. But they are portaling in for even more aggression. It's so dangerous when you're going up against a team that knows how to play Medivh properly. And especially if they're just portaling on you over and over and over again, you are in for some serious pain. Here comes the ley line, 8 kills to 1. They have a 3-level lead. Level 10 abilities are in. Divine Storm already out as they are trying to go for a few more hits, and it is Uther that falls. So Disgusting is a bit too aggressive as they're trying to drop the early keep and get punished for it, but they still drop Muradin. Muradin is down budget. Gimli did get eliminated before he could jump out. Lunatic, yeah, he's trying his best. Maybe he's trying to dazzle them with his skin. I honestly like that skin. Skin's actually not too bad for Artanis. I gotta give him credit where credit is due. So we're just talking about the fashion sense, and he is there. The mount choice, I'm not quite sure if I can approve of that. But the siege is still on. With level 10 abilities in their hands, we got Disgusting doing their thing. Portal control as best as possible, but of course Suljit now has also his Taz Dingo, and we have him with 22 stacks on his baseline, so he has the range increase on his auto attacks, which makes stacking even easier. Level 7 didn't bother with stacking that, but they're jumping in with the portal once more. Uther with a quick stun, the end of Cassia. They go for Time Bullet, but this time they can't take him down. The blue team is desperately attempting to get to level 10. That's why we're having Artanis at the bottom of the map. Not because he's using his PhD in PvE here. That's a happy coincidence. But because they're desperately trying to get heroic abilities so that they can defend against the onslaught. But the speed run is on. And with 10 kills to 2 and the core dropping quickly, it seems like Disgusting is going to be able to take the core down. And it is going to be GG. This is it, 7 minutes and 36 as we have Team Madness losing game number 1. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Game number 1, Disgusting, with 7 minutes and 36 seconds they won. I gotta give it to Madness. They made it to level 10. They made it to level 10. It just came too late to have an impact here. So Disgusting is going for a little bit of a speed run. Quick shout out also to Team Madness for signing up for the event here and participating. I wanted to have amateur teams in the tournament, and I'm super happy that some of the teams actually signed up. I always hear all of these comments where people, being at Twitch, being at YouTube, are like, oh my god, this looks like a quick match. Oh my god, I could play better than that. They at least signed up. They signed up, and they are now going up against some teams that have a lot of tournament experience, and they are willing to face off against that, fully knowing that they will have very little chance. So big shout out to them that they signed up, didn't just talk, but are coming in here and showing what they got, and yeah, just go up against a team that is on a completely different level. So big shout out to them. Very cool to have them here. And yeah, they did a great job against GTFOs, but Disgusting, at least in game number 1, seems like they are today on a mission. Not only did they do a good job themselves against the GTFOs, but right now they are also continuing with that dominant streak that they showcased, claiming Hanamura under 10 minutes and heading now into Cursed Hollow. Now, of course, question is, are we going to see some out-of-the-box picks right now? We could, on a big map like this, get a Abathur pick, Vikings pick, a couple of options. We get Stitches, he couldn't play him on the last map. And the Stitches first pick is immediately making me a bit suspicious. Alex Straza? Are they going to go Stitches Alexstrasza to try and provide some additional globes? Nubarak on the other side, so if Cocoon gets used, they can actually use... if Gorge gets used, they can use Cocoon against Stitches. They also have false stats, so they take that away from the red team, meaning that some Gorge Gust combination to isolate the target even further is not possible any longer. So I like that. From a band pattern, that's cool. Qhira! I think this is the first Qhira game. I think this is the first or it is the second Qhira game that we have in the group stage. It's actually impressive. I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe that she is the last hero that was now picked at all. And again, there's going to be a big difference between group stage pick rates and playoff pick rates that we have to account for. But nobody wants to play Qhira, apparently. So, yeah, nobody cares about her. It's a little bit sad. Nexus lore. So impactful. Orphea, Qhira, I kind of feel a little bit sorry for them. So, Malfurion is in. We get hooks and we get the root. And yeah, Li Ming gets banned. Zeratul got banned. Okay. I'm still waiting for some of the crazy picks. And I say that and look at Qhira. And again, first time that she gets picked. We had Group D. Group D. We had so far, how many matches did we have? This is match number 20 since the group stage started. Best of 5 number 20. And this is the first time that Qhira was chosen. This is crazy. Leo comes through. And what are we getting in addition? Kharazim. Okay, so we got a Kharazim now in. Get those stuns. There's the Murky. Murky. Richu on Murky. The frog in the bubble. Okay, we get the funny bunny. It's not quite Easter yet, but we're getting there. Alright, awesome. Good stuff. Murky in the house, and we get Phoenix, guys. The brrrr is gonna start up again. We're gonna get Murky with the Octograb, Phoenix with the laser, and the final pick for not prepared. Illidan! Yes! Shando Illidan, best skin. Okay, let's go. Curse solo, everybody. Game number 2, Madness against Disgusting. Game number 2, Madness against Disgusting. They went for Illidan, and that alone is already worth a round of applause. Absolutely love him.
Hail to the king, baby.
Illidan is always fun. I mean, seriously, Illidan is just an absolute boss, and we are going to get a bit more action with him here in this game, but obviously we have a little bit more than that. Not Prepared is playing him. I mean, he's embracing the meme as best as he could, so this is fantastic. Lunatic on Leoric, Moan, Kharazim, Razak on Anubarak, Time Bullet on Falstad, and on the right side, it's Richu on Murky, Labekal on Malfurion, Alvaros on Phoenix, Aatrox on Qhira, and twice on Stitches. And I just love that they used Not Prepared on Muradin, on Illidan. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So Igwen goes into the unending hatred. You know, Fish has been playing for how many years now in tournaments, and we still haven't seen, you know, Murky. That's how you disappoint the audience. That's how you disappoint people. But then you have Not Prepared coming in, and within one day, within his first big tournament here, you know, he immediately comes in and says, like, you know what? I am prepared. I know what to do here. I know how to pander to the audience. You pick Chen or you go for Illidan. Those are your two choices. Leo, he might activate his trait early, but has apparently decided against it. So Lunatic makes it out, and Qhira gets crushed. That is sad on so many levels that I don't even know what's going on here. So first of all, we got first blood for Team Madness, which is already a huge win in and of itself. And then it's also Qhira, the apparently shittiest hero in the Nexus these days, getting killed first. And why do I say shittiest hero? Because she literally got picked last. Every other hero has been picked at least once in this tournament already. Qhira is the only one where everybody just went, nope. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Wakanda Girl. So, yeah, she can maybe redeem herself. I think Nick has to redeem herself. Yeah, Nick came in the past, played Qhira quite a few times, and showed us how it's done. Maybe here in Meta Madness, he's going to be the one that says, you know what, boys? I'm going to show you how to play Qhira. I'm going to show you that she is boss, and, well, maybe it's going to happen. In the group stage, not so much. So, Qhira down. We got Illidan continuing his thing. We got, by the way, besides the pause that is happening right now, also Groot. So they're going into the vengeful roots here. We're going full broccoli on this one. In addition to that, we have Murky with a fishy deal. And yeah, who dropped? What happened? Did anybody drop? Did nobody drop? Seems like everybody's here. So I'm not quite sure what exactly is happening there. Alvarez is the one that paused the game. So either way, there's some trouble on the red team. But for now, it's level 4 versus 4. First blood again for Madness. So I'm here for it. Level 1, we're now getting the Consume Vitality. And we get the Ghastly Reach. Which will synergize very nicely also with this level 13 and 16. Always assuming that he's going down that path. Yeah, trade gets activated by Leo. He wants to make use of all his abilities here. But the bottom fort is also currently getting a little bit crushed here. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to focus on the bot lane boss if they get an opportunity. Quick hook, yeah. I want to give a quick shout out also for all the people that are watching this on YouTube to Dysfunctional, who has been our stats master that kept track of all the picks and everything that was going on so far. And keeps us updated with stats the entire time, ensuring that there wasn't a sneaky Qhira pick that I missed or anything along those lines. So yeah, big shout out to him for all the help. A second kill, by the way, for Team Madness. It's 2 kills, 2-1. Yeah, they definitely stepped it up from game number 1. Maybe they just needed to come in, you know. First game, a little bit of a warm-up, and now all of a sudden they're crushing it. They're trying to the back line. Qhira again connecting, swinging. Whee! Try to flop around here. And she gets the kill on Anubarak as well. Alright, now we're talking, redeeming herself a bit for these earlier problems. Another kill. Yeah, there it is. Qhira going ham on us. Coming in big time. 3 kills to 2 now. We got the slime time on level 4 and 6 stacks for Malfurion for Broccoli. I am Groot. So yeah, Broccoli is coming in, is getting a few more hits, and I am absolutely here for the damage Malfurion that is going to be unleashed in the later stages of this game. Illidan with a few more stacks here, and damn, they got to pause again. So whatever the problem is, I don't think it's any kind of disconnect. I really think it's most likely some issues that they have with, I would assume, maybe even Discords, the voice somehow. But yeah, camp taken over here. Down to the bottom of the map again. Maybe it's also just his mom. Maybe one of the players is just like sitting there like, guys, we gotta pause the game. My mom is calling. Food's ready. I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe it's Lavakal. Lavakal, food's ready. But mom, I'm playing. It's getting cold. So maybe it's something like that. I ran into that several times when I was a kid. It was honestly really annoying. My parents just didn't understand that you were playing with other people, so they just assumed you were playing some solo games that you could pause and stop anytime you wanted. Not that you let people down, you know? Like, you abandon them, so yeah. Yeah, the good old days. I don't think that happens that much these days anymore, but yeah. So, okay, so Purification on level 7. We have a full engage build with a Subterranean Shield for our boy Anubarak. Illidan went into the Unbound and is currently preparing himself for that fight at the bot lane. So, Lavakal gets pinged pretty heavily and he should die. He's gonna engage, full mana, Malfurion has to die, and he does. Malfurion is gone, so that gives Lavakal 15 seconds to go and get some food. His mom is going to be pleased, I'm sure. And in the meantime, Stitch just says, fuck it. I'm going to go and do at least some damage to the fort. He probably envisioned a bit more than just getting a single auto attack in. But you know, you do what you get. So, gotta take something here. But yeah, either way, we have down to the bot lane now. We have Murky. Wait for level 10. It's going to be the Octo Grab and the laser. He's going to go full on Murky. But with another tribute up on the map, this might be the moment where we have the blue team claiming one for themselves. Qhira still sitting topside with a thirst and the maximum effort. Every single time I see maximum effort, I immediately think Deadpool. Every time. Maximum effort. Yeah, Deadpool, definitely fun. Especially the first one. So off we go. We got Malfurion dropped again, so apparently still eating. Falstad on the other hand is also not going looking too good here. It's half a level until level 10 is ready, and the blue team is starting to struggle. It seems like Karazim is maybe attempting to sneak this one. Nope, and he won't be able to either. Illidan, he was not prepared apparently after all. And this should be the second tribute for the red team. Disgusting is going to claim another one here. Here's level 10. Murky is down. We get the Putric Bile. There's the laser. Octograb is claimed. And Qhira is going to hit it up with a little bit of extra damage. Doesn't even have to go for the ult here. We have Anubarak dying regardless. But yeah, that sets the stage. So 2 tributes to 0. Qhira coming in with the final strike. And on the other side we get the Hunt. He's bossing it up. If you go Illidan already, if you're not prepared, then that's what you go for. But as expected, it is the bot lane boss that is getting attacked, because obviously they're going to try... Yeah, we saw that, bro. He gets hit twice. That's why it's called twice. We figured it out. We finally figured it out. He comes in and the boss hits him twice. Oh, glorious. What a great day. So... The N2! Alright, the N2 was glorious. There's the Hinterland Blast, and they steal it! They absolutely fuck him up! Glorious play! Madness just crushed Disgusting in the fight and stole the boss. Look at this! The Entomb was the best. 0 effort Entomb. Just came in, is like, there you go. And they still steal it. Ah, that was so good. Cocoon used, they dropped everything. And of course, my favorite, the Hinterland Blast. He shocked and awed them with that ult. They didn't expect that. They absolutely did not expect it. Just too damn good. So now the boss is stolen, the tribute is stolen, and they're just sitting here and they're like, yeah, that was a little bit unexpected given how game number 1 went. So Madness is stepping it up big time. These guys are making some serious plays here. I like it. 9 kills to 7. They pulled ahead on the kill count. Yeah, there's the hook. Qhira. Whee! Yeah, the laser show, it's always glorious. So yeah, fantastic laser show here. As expected. I mean, we're taking another look at it. So in this case, the hook came through first, and then it's time to laser it up. Oh yeah, baby. And that was a dead Falstad. Back into the KFC basket. The chicken has been cooked. 9 kills to 8. Level 13 is ready. The ominous Wraith is in. Illidan is nearly done with his level 1. Can of course stack a little bit higher, but still. Fish tank and under pressure. Whereas Illidan completes his quest, they are trying for a bit of a Nubarak body blocking. And 12 stacks on Malfurion. It's a curse. And do we have the laser? We don't have the laser. We do have a Hinterland Blast on the other hand. And they're killing Malfurion again. Malfurion is dead again. Murky is dead too. They're trying for another kill, and guess what? It's the end of Phoenix. So Falstad is dead, Phoenix is dead, death and decay everywhere. Bot lane is in trouble as the catapult is aiming for the keep already. Topside Ford is also getting attacked, but Anubarak is currently taking care of that situation at least. Whereas Leo moves down to the bottom of the map. Murky is trying to stop that and is trying to make sure that there's as much damage as possible over here. So, yeah, 13,000 damage for Leo. He is actually top damage. And Malfurion is at 15,000. 15,000 damage for Malfurion. Damage Malfurion in the house. Oh god, please stack it even more into the late game. It would be so glorious to have a real beast Malfurion that goes full Groot on us. On top of that, we have with the first curse, I mean, honestly, what did they really get? Not a lot. Nothing. They didn't really get a whole lot. They lost too many heroes. So, 7-sided strike, they really tried here. Illidan is dead, so got octo-grabbed and killed at the bottom of the map, which allows Murky now to do a bit more work here. But the top fort is still in play. We have, at the same time, they keep a bit exposed. It's a trap! Yep. Oh, no way! Did he see that? Was that luck? Damn, son. That's what I call a juke. Razak, Juke Master 2000. Damn. Okay. That was spicy. Look at those hooks here. Some friendly hands from Twice. You don't have to ask him twice. Okay, they're getting worse and worse. Oh, is that twice in a row? Oh, Malfurion is more dead than alive. Malfurion is more dead than alive. He died 5 times already. Ding! And that is Phoenix. Goodbye. Phoenix dead. Stitch is dead. Guys, if this continues like this, Madness is going to win this game. Madness is going to win the game here. Like, this Illidan is scaling to the late game. They are just falling apart. They're getting farmed one after another. They might have overtrolled. I think they might have overtrolled a little bit on this one. 15 kills to 10. Madness is having some mad success now. And at this point, Disgusting has to ask themselves, okay, how do we win this game? How do we actually pull this off now? You got the Blades of Azeroth over here. They got the boss at the top lane. That one was inevitable. It's going to force the keep down. But the discrepancy in experience worries me more, honestly. There's a big gap. It's a very, very big gap here. Yeah, the hook is in, so that delays the camp a bit, but I don't think they can take it. Pulverize is in. Alright, camp is about to be claimed, so at least they're gonna get that. Qhira is jumping in for even more damage. Hinterland Blast, they all lined up, but Qhira is responding with her own ult immediately. Falstad getting another one. Another one? What the fuck? Are you shitting me? Cooldown reduction galore. He's hitting the... How many did he just use? There was 3 ults. Falstad is just crushing it. They lined up perfectly for him. How much damage does he have at this point? He's at 29,000. He just jumped ahead and top damage for the team. I mean, he reduced his... crazy. Crazy stuff. Alright, Illidan dead, Malfurion is dead. I know what else is new, right? Qhira survives and then dies too. No, maybe not. Does she survive this? There's no way, right? Okay, so Karazim is dead. Qhira is still alive. She's dead too. Fights continue. 4 down on the blue team. So finally we're seeing Team Disgusting step it up a little bit. Murky, yeah, he doesn't care. He's just coming in and says like, hey, look at that. Another curse. Another tribute. Let's go. I don't think they can realistically make a play for the boss. Nah. But they can take the cap. And they're trying. Alright, so trying to get this one. Falstad is beasting it, by the way. That triple reset was huge. Absolutely huge. 52,000 damage by Qhira. We have 21 stacks now for the Roots. And Murky is continuing with his level 4 quest as well. Oh, what a glorious game. Absolutely glorious. So, Murky, they want to do a bit more damage, obviously, on those forts too. They are behind in structures. Murky seems to be trying to backdoor some of these minion waves. With success, I might add, so another one that goes down. And Nubarak is already attempting to take aim, but the idea is, of course, just to make sure that the top lane gets pushed out even further. Problematic that the Siege Giants are there. Richu is going to get out with the bubble. They are still attempting to trap this a bit with the next curse now spawning, but the level 20 talent for Madness, that should concern them a little bit more. Do they really want to fight this? With level 20, now you got the Buried Alive against you. Transgression is insane. Illidan is likely going to upgrade the Hunt. They are going for the boss. They're letting the tribute go. It's only one, so they're just going for the boss instead. And Nubarak with the rewind. It's a bit telegraphed. Doesn't make it a bad move, not in the slightest. And here comes the Hinterland Blast. And Twice is pausing the game. He now paused the game twice, by the way. And some of you might argue, but Khaldor, that's not true. It's the 3rd pause. Yeah, but the first one was Lavakal. No, it was Alvaros that paused the game, so yeah. Whatever the problems are that they have a bigger one at the bottom of the map, because this one is now going to go for their keep. And there's an entire level that they got to get. It's an entire level, so yeah. They have Qhira at the top, they got Phoenix in the middle, that's 2... They're gonna get more waves now. But I don't think they can get to level 20 in time, can they? Maybe they can pull it off. But I love this one. Considering how well he has done with the Hinterland Blast so far, this one is kind of funny. You deal more damage, so kills are more likely, and you have a more extended range. So if they can line him up again as they did previously, then he is just going to crush them. So here we go. 17 kills, 214, 31 in total, more than 2 per minute. Red team is desperately trying to get enough experience to lock in the level 20 talents. They got Murky on the side limit, even he is now moving back. Illidan, he's retreating. And here comes the boss. They should be able to defend this though. The keep might fall. The keep might fall, it's true. But I don't think that there's an opportunity for Madness to end. There is an opportunity for Murky to sneak in another tribute though if Illidan is joining the battle down. And that would be a curse. So that's still something that you should keep in the back of your head. So, yeah. At the top lane, they go up against each other. And also, Alvarez from down here can also go for the laser show and try to help kill Illidan. First, it seems like Qhira might die, and Stitches is also low. The keep is about to go down. Yeah, bad news all around for the blue team, you know, for the red team. You know, I might have been wrong. Maybe they're gonna end here now. Murky is dead, but yeah, maybe the boss is gonna end the game. Malfurion is dead once again. And now that the Entomb is out, they're also losing Qhira. Guys, this is it. This is game. Illidan comes straight in for Phoenix. Already Octograb. Well, could be used, but look at the core. They come in with a laser, but this is a map win for Madness. Yep. Nicely done. Congratulations. 36 kills in total, and Madness locks in a map win against Disgusting. Nicely done. Game number 3, the series is tied. Disgusting. They lost at the hands of Madness. And mad it was for sure. So we had a Murky with Phoenix that just didn't really do enough. It all went south when that boss fight happened and they lost it. That was the moment of glory for Madness, and then afterwards they played it well and were able to end the game there. But definitely very entertaining and Disgusting. Maybe a bit over trolling, so I assume that we are not going to see that again. But yeah, it was quite interesting. Good for Madness though. Good for them. They just continued with the party, they believed in themselves and they pulled it off. Illidan, super fun to watch there, but also just the entire team working together and making that victory possible, so nicely done. Now we have, on the ban side, Maiev eliminated. Obviously this is game 3, so the heroes that were played in game 1 and game 2 are not available anymore. That's 20 heroes off the board, and the 10 that are banned for the entire group stage are also not available for picking. So that means that 30 heroes are now banned. To be fair, since they already went a little bit bananas in game number 2, this means that there's still a fair amount of normal heroes available, or at least should be. Qhira lost, so yeah, she played one game where Qhira got played, and she immediately lost. Kinda sad. So, yeah. But okay, we got for now our first pick. And it was kind of funny because Lavekal and his boys, they lost, and then immediately they went into the Discord channel and told the admins, first pick, we're getting first pick, let's go. So, Greymane is the weapon of choice on Battlefield of Eternity. I mean, fantastic obviously for the immortal damage in particular. Absolutely straight down the meta line pick for them. There are still a few available that are quite strong against the immortal and very popular here. Lunara could be picked, you could pick Jimmy with the Exterminator. Keep in mind that they already chose Artanis on the first map, so they can't use the amateur opponent anymore, but there's Jimmy. Jimmy's in, and we get Rega! Okay! Rega is in the house. And with the next double pick, what is gonna happen here for Disgusting? I'm 100% certain that they're gonna limit the trolling. 100%. I don't think they wanted to lose the game. They were like, yeah, I think we can do this. We kind of speed ran the first one, and then Madness was just like, boys, that was a bit of a problem on our end, but yeah, not so easy. Zarya would actually be pretty fun here as well. If you have Garrosh and Zarya, and then on top of that also Greymane, that could be a really good comp for them. But that would also mean that initially she has to go to the top lane and split from Garrosh, so normally you don't really do that. In most traditional Zarya Garrosh lineups, you still have another melee hero that then takes a side lane, so maybe it's not going to be a Zarya pick for them, but she will work quite well with Garrosh and with Greymane. But yeah, your solo lane is then going to be a bit problematic. But either way, we get the Chromester. And with Rexa banned, what are we getting now on the final ban from Disgusting? What are they getting rid of? Jaina. Alright. So yeah, Jaina is out. No slows. No burst damage. But after Jimmy and Regar, we need something else. We need a frontliner. So, yeah, let's get this party started. Come on, boys. What do you got? It would be still fun. I mean, at some point, I really want to see during Meta Madness a vector composition that actually works. In this case, they already have Rega, but oh, they go for ETC. Okay, ETC Lunara. So, got Jimmy and Lunara. ETC is a bit of a bold choice. He's great against Garrosh, though. So, he's really strong. He can be played extremely well against Garrosh. The problem with ETC is still that he is very squishy, and if he at any point gets properly targeted by Chromie and Greymane, then it could be free stake for Disgusting. So, double pick for the red team, the final 2 picks for them, and we are getting an Ana and Urel pick. So, Urel for the top lane, and with Ana now have also nano boost for Chromie, making this even more disgusting, pun not intended. Whereas Lunatic is the final hero, the final player that has to pick for Team Madness. The series is tied. One team is going to take the lead here. And maybe can win through the objective or something. But yeah. Time to shine. Madness with the final pick on Battlefield of Eternity. They need a side laner. And the choice is Dehaka. Let's go, everybody. Game number 3. Madness against Disgusting. Razak on Lunara. Time Bullet is playing ETC. Not Prepared on Jimmy. With Lunatic playing Dehaka and Mo on Rega. To the right side of the map, we currently got Lavakal on Ana, Richu on Urel, and twice playing Garrosh, Itrax on Greymane. This is actually now twice that he's playing a tank. I thought I was done with the jokes, but no. They're getting a little bit worse now because I'm running out of them. But yeah. So, we got Alvaros on Chromie, and as Twitch actually pointed out to me, them picking Chromie for the nano boost now made their composition twice as disgusting. Okay, I think we're done now. We're done, I promise. I shouldn't promise, I'm not going to promise, but I think we're done. Alright, so they take Lunara nearly out in the early game. I mean, it was the first combo that Chromie unleashed, and they nearly got the hit in. Okay. Urel all the way up at the top. And yeah, let's go. It's actually kind of funny. I talked earlier about how Fires is currently in full swing, and this is the final weekend right now. So tomorrow they're gonna burn all of the statues that were built in Valencia, and today is Saturday, so the day before. And I can hear through my window on the left the marching bands and the parades on one street, and on my right, to the other side of the building, the window is open as well, and there I can hear the other one. So this is going on all over the city, and I'm in one of the focal points where you have 2 Fires doing their thing. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. And I'm sitting here casting for you, so yeah, that deserves some special appreciation, I feel. Patting myself on the shoulder here, sacrificing that. Anyways, they're sacrificing ETC. The cow goes down, so does Bambi. Ooh, and there's the 3rd one. Oh, there's a 4th one. Ouch! So they're angry. Guys, they're angry. They are very, very angry at this point. 4 kills to 0. They're looking at the 2nd game and they're like, that was not the plan. Somebody, you know, there's a few of them that are sitting there and it's like, guys, I don't have time today. My mom is getting angry because food's getting cold. One of the other guys, he had a hot Tinder date. He was sweeping right all day long and finally got a hit. And then he was just like, this is just not okay, boys. We need to speed this up a little bit. So now they're coming in, swinging game number 3, taking 4 heroes down right from the start, drop the wall, and then try and capitalize on that a little bit. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to go the other way. Oh, twice. Why are you doing this to me? So, yeah. But, okay. Up at the top, we now have... Yeah, Urel still pressuring Dehaka out. First objective is obviously spawning. The problem for the blue team is that there's a realistic chance for Disgusting to get level 7 before this thing is done, and that talent advantage would be pretty big for them. Would be really, really huge. So yeah, we'll see what they can do with that. Top side, Dehaka still sitting tight there, so Lunatic can push this out a bit as the rest of the team is now trying to come in and attack the Immortal, but Dehaka could of course join the fight if they attack at the bottom very quickly with his global, so it's one of the small advantages that he actually has. Now, we have the halftime show victory for the blue team. They have more damage. Jimmy in particular is of course crazy on this one. So there's that. Another attack over on the left side as they are trying to seal the deal here. The red team already attempting to defend. Greymane counterplaying as best as he can. There's a stun straight into the Immortal. Nice, I gotta admit that Garrosh is doing good work there up at the front. So, Garrosh still fine. They're trying to maybe create another kill opportunity. They lost the Immortal though, so that's a problem. Okay. And they are going to get level 7. So the early game is not too bad for Madness. Madness has now the first Immortal, so good for them. I think that it's unlikely they're going to get another one as easily as they did get this one. Jimmy is just too strong there, especially paired together with Lunara. Greymane couldn't quite make up for that, but as the game continues, we'll see. So we got Garrosh at the front, looking for a target that can flip over the wall. And they are going for Lunara, and she's dead. Lunara is down. Well done. And Anna got the kill even. Bottom of the map, Urel still counterplaying. Ooh, that is the second hero that are losing at the top lane. So, yeah. 2 heroes down, 6 kills to 0. Ooh, baby! This is getting really dangerous now. There's finally a level 7 talent for Madness, but now that Jimmy is getting attacked too, Rega has to keep him alive. The wall has fallen. So both teams have done the same amount of damage to the opponent's structures. One team with the Immortal, the other one without. And the red team is now 1.5 levels ahead. I'm telling you, they got angry. They got really angry after the last game. Yeah, Garrosh is sitting tight once again. So they have to take 2 more down over here. Oh, the sleep darts! Oh, the kill! What a glorious setup. Lavakal with a connect, and then Greymane moves in, and Bambi just goes down. So, yeah. Greymane with some really nice plays, and he wants the meat. He's not the butcher, but he's still looking for meat. He's looking for the beef over here and for some sweet venison, and he's currently getting it. All set up by Anna, and now they're pushing for the top 4. They're half a level away from level 10, and the Immortal is about to spawn. So yeah, this is bad news for Team Madness all around here. They gotta embrace the madness a little bit more. I mean, it is in the team name. They're currently playing this just too normal. Lunara is already back to half HP. Oh dear. She has to be a bit careful here, because Greymane, he's hungry. He wants more meat. Meat! Wrong hero, but still counts. Oh dear. Oh dear. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. And she's dead. Anna killed her. And, well, there's the beef. Greymane dies finally, but not before taking 2 heroes down. So, nicely done. And with this, we now have... Well, at least we got first blood, right? So it was... I mean, it still counts. 1 kill for the blue team. But this should be a pretty big Immortal for Disgusting. Completely ripping them apart here. Going for the throat, as some might say. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm running out of funny today. I already expended all of the funny. There's a certain amount. For Germans, it is usually a little bit less than for other people. but I saved it up for a long time. And I dropped everything today. Everything that I could. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's not going to happen anytime soon again. Or Angie is going to get mad at me again. It's like, dude, sorry. Like, we have a reputation to cap up. We need to be efficient. You need to be more serious. This is not okay. You make too many jokes. But alright. So, we got on level 10 now, the Mosh Pit, we got the Raiders, the Isolation, Rega with the Ancestral, and also we got Bambi jumping again. And it wouldn't be a proper game with not a pause, but actually it is the blue team that pauses. Ooh, what has happened over here? Maybe Reyna was not prepared for this fight and needed a quick break. Maybe food's ready now for the blue team. That could of course be a reason as well. Was a quickie though, so they're okay. What could be the reason for that? Maybe a cat came in the room, jumped on the keyboard, or somebody has a dog lying next to him and the dog farted. Dog farts are brutal, by the way. Dog farts can be absolutely brutal. So that could be the case. ETC goes down. Oh, he's not the only one. He's in good company, isn't he? Jimmy is dead. Everything is on the run. Alles rettet, flüchtet. 12 kills to 1. They completed the dozen, and that is a big shield as well. So, yeah. Big shield, a big push. Big bot lane damage, especially with Greymane at the top. So, spray game, I give this a 6.5 out of 10. But since they are trying to get the Greymane kill, everybody else at the bottom of the map twice was able to hit 2 targets. I'm not even kidding. And they dropped the bottom fourth, and so they should. So I'm not quite sure what Greymane was doing. Seemed a little bit like a bit of a brain fart, but it was fine. He doesn't get caught there. Time Bullet is eating the bullet, and he goes down. ETC is dead, and they are pushing even without Greymane. They're like, well, you do a lot of damage, but we can do this without you. So they're coming in. We got the Smelling Salts on level 13. Another tower about to be destroyed. And they're looking good. Not gonna lie, they are doing tons of damage down here, and with another quick kill maybe against Lulara, they might be able to take that keep down. The Rega is still healing them up as best as he can. We got 2 of them super low, and Anna is of course trying to keep them alive, but it's gonna get a bit more difficult here. I think the defense is just going to be able to make this one work, but it is clutch, especially with this one super low. I'm not sure why Rega didn't join them. I mean, yeah, of course, take the camp, but maybe he could have been there in time to help them take the keep down. They're looking good either way. They take the keep at the top. They already have the slowing sands over here to guard their approach to the second keep to try and take this one down too. So yeah, looking at the damage numbers, we have 33,000 for Chromie. Look at Urel. The Space Goat is coming in and she's like, alright, I'm on it. I'm on it. And he's like, ah, fail, fail, fail. Error. Yeah, that didn't work out at all. I appreciate the effort. I mean, she gets an A for effort for this one. She definitely does. It was a worthy try. You did well. But was not enough. So now we got 13 to 2 kills. Level 15. They still have a talent advantage. Another flip, another hit, and Bambi is dead again. She just died for the 6th time. Bambi down, and this is going to be the end of the keep. Keep is going to get destroyed. If they get to level 16 here, they might just siege up on the core a little bit. I think it's too early in the game. It's 11 minutes in. Death timers. Gotta be very careful with that. ETC with another quick slide, or it could have been the end of him. They have 2 catapults that they can escort in, and apparently they want to siege this one up. But the Immortal gets announced too, so falling back here and going for the objective would definitely be the safer play. And of course, there's also the topside push, which will cost them the gate if anybody can pressure in for that. Level 16, any second now. 13 to 16, and yeah, if this one's lost, then that would be game. With level 16, we now have the Shifting Sands. We also get the Templar's Verdict, Greymane with the Executioner, the active reload for Anna, And we get the Mortal Combo. Can you passively reload? Not really, right? I mean, not for long. Eventually, you have to actively reload. Isn't that, like, implicit? I don't think there's such a thing as a passive reload. I mean, to an extent, but it seems a little bit redundant. Either way. So, if you are reloading, you are active. That's an activity. Per definition, I want to say. Greymane dead, but we also have the Hogger taken down, and they're still trying to look for another kill. Twice is just rocking it against that front line over here. Richu is alive, so he's doing his thing. And in the meantime, they are looking for a follow-up kill on Garrosh. If they get that, that would be awesome, but Garrosh is just... Twice! You can't take twice down. Fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice. Worked it again. Nice. But yeah, anyways. They haven't fooled him so far. The Haka, on the other hand, yeah, he's getting fooled a little bit. He's getting pushed around. Bambi is... I don't even know how she got there. I didn't pay attention to her. So yeah, Bambi is somehow hearthing back. But this... Oh, nice! Indomitable used at the last possible second, but I think he's still gonna fall now. Or is he? Because Anna is doing some real work to keep him alive, and instead the Haka is dead. That was a bit of a meme. He survives, the Haka dies. That is just priceless. Time Bullet is also down. I mean, he ran out of time for sure. The puns are getting tortured and are screaming for help right now. They're like, help us! It was like, there's no help here. Where's your god now? That's Sleep Dark though. How did that not connect? That nibble on her for sure. So we got 17 to 15, and I see a grim future on Battlefield of Eternity for Team Madness. They have some real trouble. Also a shout out to Lavakal. Lavakal and Twice, they have been playing around that Immortal like absolute bosses. I mean, how many times did the blue team try and take him down here? And they just never got an opportunity. Either it was Garrosh making the big play or Anna just not letting him die. So, very impressive. Now, with a 3-level advantage, they are clearly going for game. The catapults at the bot lane are soon gonna go for the core itself, and since the Immortal still has a significant amount of hit points, this one is gonna get crushed very, very quickly. So some of the catapults are still griefing, but besides that, the fight is on and it's looking good for Disgusting. Disgusting coming in swinging, they take down Rega. Lunara is still dead, the core is gone, a 2-1 lead in the best of 5 for Disgusting. Game number 4, Tomb of the Spider Queen. 40 heroes are banned at this point in time, so the pool of available heroes continues to shrink. And yeah, the team in red is in the lead. Disgusting has taken the victory in Battlefield of Eternity, so now it's time for Tomb. And I would say we're going to get quite a few heroes with push power. Get that wave clear in. And it should be a fun one too. Now we might see a fair amount of crazy picks. Wouldn't shock me in the slightest. Definitely something that I would anticipate here. But there's still some decent stuff up, so it's not like you can't build a proper composition. Tigers getting banned. Immediately spider senses are tingling, but obviously it's first pick first ban for them, so they can't go too crazy on this one. What's gonna... yeah, so they see the Tigers ban, they ban Shogal. It's just like, yeah, they're not risking anything. There's like, guys, we don't care. It's like, let's just ban it out. So yeah, let's just ban it out, get rid of it, not risk it. You're targeting the hit point pools, so better safe than sorry. Malthael is still available, by the way, so he hasn't been played, he hasn't been banned yet, so there's a chance that we're going to get Malthael. Junkrat also banned out, good choice obviously. Tomb of the Spider Queen hinges a lot around the turnins and everything that you want to get there. So yeah. And off we go. So what is Lucio? Okay, Lucio got the axe, so did Junkrat, so they're removing a couple of the Overwatch heroes now as well. That leaves us with the first pick for the blue team. Already going to set the tone a little bit over here. I'm really curious. I especially want to see what Disgusting is now going to play. They were obviously not happy with the loss in game number 2 and came out very aggressively playing on Battlefield of Eternity to try and crush Madness, which they did. But now that we're heading into the 4th map, what's the game plan? Now, Maiev as a choice for Madness is already a good one. Okay, I like it. But how is Disgusting now going to approach this draft? Sylvanas has been left up. Oh, what? I didn't even realize that she was banned the entire time, and now for the first time they did let her through the draft, and she is insta-picked, of course. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Sylvanas is just so damn good. She is an absolute top priority pick, even in normal meta. So, Sylvanas and Mal'Ganis, Tyrael as the frontliner for Team Madness, and Gul'dan. This is a pretty strong comp so far. This is a very good backbone for the composition. You have Sanctification with Maiev coming in for the engage. So this is not shabby at all. If Gul'dan drops a good Horrify, if he stacks his Echoed Corruption well, could go a long way here. Yeah, this is actually not bad at all. I like it. You have to play it properly, but still. Now, Alexstrasza banned. Don't think they were going to have any issues on the support side either, though. Even with Lucio and Alexstrasza now banned. I suppose Disgusting could pick more than one support, try and steal a few away. But we're still talking about game number 4 here. So... it's not going to be too tricky. Jaina. They only ban damage dealers now. They got the Gul'dan. This is the one role, though, in Meta Madness that usually doesn't run into trouble. You always have enough damage to make some decent plays happen. But they're going to pick their support now. Would shock me if they didn't. At this point, you have 2 already banned. So they go Auriel and they go Rexa. So they got Rexa and Misha. They have Auriel to top this off. Still need a good damage dealer for the last pick. And I'm currently racking my brain a little bit of what would be the best choice here for them. I mean, they have Sylvanas already, so that's a win as is. They could go even into a triple front line if they want, but they need to drop some damage on top of that too. We talked about Imperius earlier. I'm not sure if they would go for something like that, but technically he's up. Thrall is also up. Deathwing and Tyrande. Ooh, Tyrande here. Not sure if I'm a fan. Again, she has her advantages. We talked about this like plenty of times in the past. But this could get dangerous. Tyrande, ooh, they really have to shield here. They go for the Zebo. He's been played tons here. Late game is his territory. So, 2 more Spider Queen, everybody. That sets us up. Game number 4. Game number 4, Disgusting against Madness. Let's go. Game number 4, let's go! The blue team with 1 point on the board, not prepared, is playing Maiev this time. Mo on Tyrande, we got Time Bullet with Gul'dan, Razak on Tyrael, and Lunatic is playing a Deathwing. First match point for the red team, though. We have Lavakal in this situation, rocking it with Auriel, twice on Mal'Ganis, Itrax on Sylvanas, Richu on Rexa, and Alvaros on Nezebo. Is that now twice that he plays Mal'Ganis? Oh no, wait, it isn't, because this is Meta Madness. This is the last one, I promise. They're getting worse and worse with every time, so yeah, I have to finish now. The Saki build for Gul'dan, so he goes Chaotic Energy on level 1. Seems like we're going to get a full drain live from him. Toad build from the Zebo. Perfect if you want to take structures down, especially if you get the Vile Infection. Two-shot Aura is in, and we got the Searing Light. So, yeah. It's going to be pretty entertaining, I think. I personally love Nezebo on this map. I generally just like to see him in Meta Madness because when he stacks properly, he's just such a force to be reckoned with in the late game, and this usually goes to the late game. Then on top of that, you now have Sylvanas, so you pretty much have something for every situation in the game. They can always try to push and be a little bit aggressive. They can really try to use Sylvanas to take structures down. If it goes to a late game, they have Nezebo to play around with. And then on the other side, you have the aggressive potential of Tyrael with Sanctification coming in together with Maiev to try and execute a combo, line things up for Gul'dan, I would have said, but he goes into the Drain Life build right now. And yeah, so it's not going to be as crazy. But okay, let's see how they're playing this out. It's a lot about the objectives right now, especially, of course, for the red team. Sylvanas, as already highlighted, is going to play a huge role with this. And if they can use her together with Web Weavers, ideally when they previously took down 1 or 2 heroes on the blue team, then there's a huge chance that they are starting to snowball this a little bit. But we're still in the early game. Everybody is going for camps. Everybody is just double-checking to see if they can get a few additional gems. Richu in trouble, but he makes it out. There's heavy aggression at the bottom of the map as the blue team is trying to take some of the structures out here. But we also had the attack very quickly by the red team on their own camp. And they're the only ones that took the Bruiser camp. So that's something that we shouldn't forget about either. So Bruiser camp hasn't even been taken and is now traveling through the mid lane. The Zebo with a blood ritual here. And the party at the bottom of the map still continues, but look at Mal'Ganis going in deep, and they're focusing on Maiev, and they have also the chance to maybe attack Tyrande here. Mo is able to escape. Rexa has died, but so did Maiev, and now Tyrael is dropped too. So that's a double kill in favor of the red team. They're getting out of this exchange with a bit of an advantage, and it is only going to be exasperated by the fact that in the middle, the camp is doing some serious work, especially since Mal'Ganis moved in and helped out even further. So the entire wall is already dropped down at the bottom of the map. Not too much damage has been done. A few gems lost on both sides, but now the turn-ins are slowly starting to happen. And of course, Nazeebo, he enjoyed a lot of space and freedom in the mid and top lane, which helped him to get to 58 stacks already, which is pretty solid. I mean, 58 stacks at this point is fairly good. There was a slight push in the middle executed by Sylvanas in particular. So that is now helping them to also get more headway on the fort. They want to probably destroy this as quickly as they can with the first Web Weaver wave. But yeah, Nazeebo, he is doing well. Saki build continues on the side of Gul'dan, who is now sitting at 7 stacks and has also chosen his level 4 talent together with that. So that party continues too. Still the push in the middle. Lavakal is a little bit low, and so is Twice, but they got the heal through. Alright. And up at the top, we got Alvaros. He's still in with the toads of hugeness. And yeah. They're trying to go for Mal'Ganis again. Okay, good luck with that. And also, again, the Swift Retribution over here. So they're chasing them hard. I mean, Twice is also in trouble and is trying to get out. He has the mobility, of course, with his claws here, but it's just not enough. So Mal'Ganis is gone. A nice whip from Lavakal. We already established in previous games that he is the master of the whip. So, yeah. But we have now 2 kills to 2. Level 7 is in with the Curse of Exhaustion. Curse of Exhaustion. About as much as all the viewers are exhausted by the Twice jokes now. But they're getting worse with every single one of them that are told. It's a law of diminishing funny. Damn. Deathwing with the big engage. He nearly flew off the map. That would be awesome if he could fly off the map. That would actually be great. And he's just like, ugh, and dies. But at this point, they are still looking for kills. The camp was stolen though, so Madness is doing these... has been doing these plays for a while, and now they're also looking at their first Web Weaver wave. So generally speaking, not doing too badly here. Problem is that with a big push down at the bottom of the map, it again leaves Nazeebo alone to his own devices, and he's immediately using all of that freedom to get more stacks for himself on the baseline, and also take the top Web Weaver out. Kinda concerning, because his late game could be a real problem for the blue team. And yeah, 8 stacks now for... Rexa, who's dealing with the middle of the map. They have done actually a great job with the defense. The bot lane where they suffered the most damage, and they might lose the fort, but it's not too bad for them just yet, but the structure goes down. So, job well done. First objective, a success for sure. Red team still needs to get their own turn in. Nazeebo is already sitting at 92 stacks. I mean, just to put this in perspective real quickly, we are 5-6 minutes into the game. Not even level 10 yet. And Nazeebo is more than halfway done with his baseline quest. So if he wants to go for Vile Infection, this is going to be a highly successful game. Always assuming, of course, that they all make it to level 20. Yeah, they're trying to invade again, don't they? Level 10 is there. They got level 10. The opponent doesn't. Sanctification, and they gotta abandon it. I love how aggressive the blue team is. They just don't care. They come in and they're just like, okay, we are aggressive every time we get an advantage. They got level 10, they immediately move in. They're like, okay, this camp's ours. It's now the second camp that they're stealing away on this map, and they stole the boss, obviously, on Cursed Hollow, which was what helped them to win the game then eventually. Gary is in, so it's the Gargantuan for Nazebo, and he's also at 35 stacks. Sorry, 35 gems. He really needs to get rid of them. He's the one that just can't die, so they need to make sure that they're getting rid of his gems as quickly as possible. And I think they are going to be able to create enough space for him to deliver, and yes, they do. So that also puts Lavakal in a position where he can complete it. He does. The Red Web Weavers will be descending now, and the team in red has an opportunity to push this back. Alright, so the bear is dead, Misha is down, Rexa is on the run. And Nazebo is at 120 stacks. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be really, really wild. There's a lot of sustain here for sure. But I am very much looking forward to that late game. I'm gonna tell you that much. If he is at this already, so the health gains alone is kind of bananas. If he keeps this up, can you imagine how many stacks he's gonna have in the late game? He has so many opportunities, it's crazy. Tyrell goes down, can use the explosion now to help with this a little bit. Aegis on Oriel, better safe than sorry. So no damage dealt here, but the fort has been destroyed, and now they're focusing their attention topside, where another fort will likely be dropped too, so they are pulling ahead in structures. Nazebo might never get to the Vile Infection because of the pace this is going. I'm not so sure if this game is going to go to level 20. Because that momentum swing was real. 2 forts destroyed with the first objective, that's solid. That's very solid. And now down here at the bottom of the map, they could theoretically, first of all, get themselves the Siege Giants. And maybe even start attacking this wall and take this one down too. So, yeah. 27 stacks on the Toads. They're trying for another turn in. They got enough gems. And they are delivering the 30 on Richu. That was the big one. Both teams have delivered a decent amount, especially since topside Gul'dan has turned in. Nice whip into the wall. Yeah, good damage. Maybe not enough to really threaten Tyrael, but they're getting there. Sanctification use. Ooh, yeah. They are really afraid of losing these fights now. Aegis used again to dodge out on that. Melganis was fully isolated, had no chance there. Completely on the wrong side of that battle. So he's gone. Another nice whip to create a bit more space for them, and they have to retreat, but this also allows the blue team to turn in. So well done. Team Madness for now seems to take some momentum, regain some of it. Ah, it's a blue team. Blue team turned in. Look at this. He was so close. Like, it was half a second, if so, and they would have gotten their own turn and prevented the blue team from delivering. And instead, there it is. Another Web Weaver wave for Team Madness. We got the ice block now too, by the way. Nazebo is at 146 stacks. 146, 10 minutes in, 150. This late game is gonna get wild. So, mid lane is what they're trying to take down. With all of those Toads just dishing out damage, it's not going to be all that easy. Alvarez hasn't died yet, I believe. Also, Rexa is about to complete his own level 4 quest. That's going to make him a little bit more tanky. Aegis, nice, but I think he's going to fall. They're trying the heals. Is he actually going to get out? Yes, he is. And Sylvanas jumped in deep for some extra damage. Talking about damage, let's take a look at the numbers here. We have 34,000 for Sylvanas. We got 24,000 for Nazebo. 33,000 for Gul'dan. And with both teams looking at 3 kills, it's the top 4 that has taken damage. It's all about the structures now, and that's still where Disgusting reigns supreme with the 2 forts that they destroyed with the first wave. And Alvarusi could now turn in down at the bot lane. So, yeah, gets another Toad setup through. Easy wave for him. no problem. And if they turn in, then they're gonna get another minion wave here. Yeah, and he's, by the way, at 173 stacks, so he's pretty much done. He's done with his baseline. It's not a problem. It's just a matter of experience and getting to level 20. But he is going to continue to stack this up, and the numbers are going to be absolutely insane. Again, keep in mind, he gains health and mana with this. He's going to be a monster, an absolute monster. At least if he can keep the pace up here. So right now we got nearly level 16 for them. Not quite there yet. Red team summons their web weavers. Toads everywhere. He's not done with the level 1 quest yet, but that's obviously going to be the next goal here. But they're pushing through the middle now. And with that, we have a talent advantage to boot, so this is gonna get disastrous, very likely for Team Madness. They are currently behind in talents, and they're also suffering the Web Weaver wave. And in addition to that, the camp that is pushing here. So Deathwing is currently bot side, trying to keep the fort standing, but I don't think that they can hold that keep, can they? There's Gary, the Gargantuan has been unleashed too. So it's getting pretty difficult here. As the Horrified Deathwing flies in, they're trying to take the Web Weaver down. That might actually happen, but at the same time, Maiev is in trouble, and she gets murdered. Nazebo gets the kill here. They're still zoning them away from the keep, and they actually saved it. The keep is still there. Now the push isn't over yet. Disgusting is still trying to come in for a second attack. 16 is there for both teams now, but every time that Nazebo is coming through with another set of toads, it's doing enormous damage to the structures here, and eventually the keep gets dropped. So the keep is down, and well, with that we now have them starting to rotate topside, because well, this keep doesn't look too great either. Khaldor is pretty much done with his Saki build and is now trying to just leech away all day, every day. As Nazebo sits at 207 stacks and is about to also complete his Toad build here. Yeah, he needs 2 more, and then he is done with the level 1 quest, which he is getting now. So, yep, level 1 quest done. And if this ever gets to 20, he is going to absolutely destroy. But I'm not so sure if he gets to 20, because the blue team is losing ground by the second, it seems. They've lost 2 forts, 2 keeps, and this is on 2 lanes where the red team still holds their fort. Which means that every single wave is now spawning catapults, and none on the side of Team Madness is going to spawn any. At least not on those 2 lanes. So there's no counter pressure, none whatsoever. These 2 lanes are going to be pressured back the entire game. I think they're gonna eventually make a play for boss and just try and throw a Hail Mary. They gotta do something. The longer this lasts, the more they're gonna get murdered, and there it is. They know that they got the Sanctification, they know they got the Horrify, so they're just saying, guys, we gotta risk something. This is them risking. They know that if this just continues at pace, they're eventually gonna lose. So their solution is, let's just go in, do whatever we can. That was too early. I think Horrify needs to be used. They do it. And the boss is not taken yet. They need to win the team fight. Sanctification was a bit too early, I think. Maiev is down. Deathwing is about to die. They put everything on the line here. They kill 1, but they cannot kill enough. That's 3 heroes dead on their end. They lose Toranda. That's the 4th. Catapults are already on the core. It was one of the few options that they had. There's very little that they could do in that situation. They knew it themselves, so they went for the big gamble. They were hoping to defeat Disgusting on the boss and get a ticket back into the game. That wasn't the case. Nazebo is at 237 stacks here towards the end of the game, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it. So yeah, job nicely done, well played, and congratulations to Disgusting as they win their second best of 5 in this group, taking down Madness with the 3-1.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description and check that out. Thanks in advance and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.